best of the best in the world here with us today, John. We're going to find out exactly who can take the first chicken dinner, make it happen, and it's Sandhawk. It's a super aggressive map, it's super chaotic. We'll see how these teams can work under the pressure that it will push down on them.
Seeing a little bit of a southerly plane go on through to start us off. Sandhawk, obviously, quite a small map, so it should be easily accessible to everybody who wants to go anywhere that they so choose.
And we had an interesting start in prelims as well, because a lot of the regions that we've covered, John, ourselves, we've got a lot of teams staying on the southern side of the map and then moving up through the funnel between boot camp and quarry and heading over to the north side. So I'm interested to see what we see here today, because it seems like we have a lot of the SEA teams here with us in the global championships. They are really repping it hard for their region, which is good. But they do play very much towards the north. Paradise Resort already looks like a massive hot drop, and BTR, they have all of boot camp to themselves.
Might be going a little bit north, actually, for the hot drop towards Tap Mark, maybe even Cow. Quite a lot of zone, but yeah, as you say, boot camp, clearly you see the quarry boot camp funnel that we talk about quite a lot when we look at Sandhawk. Check this guy out, by the way, LUXxy. One of the guys who absolutely is devastating with those snipers, with those DMRs for Biggitron. We saw that in the prelims. Probably going to see it again here.
Yeah, this guy can definitely whip around a DMR and just take your head clean off if you are not careful. That's what makes him so strong. He's super duper clutch, especially in those mid to long range fights. Now, we were talking with Entity Gaming, who is the other representative for the South Asia region, actually coming first in their South Asia regional finals. And they were describing the SEA teams as being really good mid to long range fighters. And we definitely have seen that in those prelims. And we'll talk about Mega Esports in a little bit, because they're definitely an interesting team. But Kurd Squad right now, they're just sailing on past Illuminate the Murder, and no one really trying to challenge out this team who has really dominated so far, especially in those scrims, which we know don't mean too much, but a lot of teams are scared of these guys.
Yeah, they
need to keep our eyes on. Next circle now about to pop, and this is when things are going to start to get a little bit more, I guess, chaotic, a little bit hairy for a lot of these teams, because you've got 64 alive, 16 teams remaining, everyone keeping a very wide berth of one another, not wanting to come into contact anytime soon. But, you know, this is definitely what I would call a gunpowder keg situation. At some point, it's going to go off.
Let's hope it's... some teams have been dampening their gunpowder to try and keep it from highlight for that was the soul nade. Oh man, that was so tight. I loved it.
What? Don't mess with my bike. You know,
he's just trying to give him a push, trying to give him a head start. But EGC at the moment, they're out on the outskirts, southeast on the map. You can see them now just skirting around near Lakawi. They're going to have to go up and do a similar rotation to the one that Mega attempted. There's the next shift.
That's very nice for EGC, actually. They're going to get in quite easily into this circle. It's going to be pretty simple for them, which is good going forward. So we'll check back in with them later. One thing I've already noticed there from Mega, though, losing Rod Fiat like that, is that something they definitely employed so much in the prelim, sending out one player. And the thing was, back then, one player could quite easily deal with another team. They were just that good. But here, you're going against, as we've said before, the best teams in the world, all vying
to make, but they've got to do it somehow, some way. The blue is ticking. Time is not on their side, and neither is the luck here as Coco holds one, holds the other, gets both of them down. Beautiful stuff from Unicorn, but they have to move as well.
Clean as anything there onto Yudu. Yudu got to move forward, like you said, and I think a lot of this comes down to the fact they took that fight of RRQ for too long on the northern side. Did not give themselves enough time to move down from the north.
Top Esports trying to crash into the compound from Entity, but Mega, they're holding down with one. Stone, a massive fragger for the squad. Goes for the challenge, one goes low. It's just Marco out the door. He needs to try and get it done. Has the teammate, one goes down. He goes in for the spray, low on bullets. He's still holding it down. He pushes in, and he goes down, stoned! Team Queso eliminated. A huge hold for Stone, and Mega stay alive.
They call him Stone because he's hard as nails. You cannot take this man down in a fight like that. It's just not that easy.
Can't be done, I'm afraid. Disallowed. Entity, they've been wiped half off the compound in the meantime by Top, pushing in from the southeast. Team Queso not having the best of luck there. Yudu, I think that's them finally eliminated. They're down in 12th outside in the blue. Both Orange and RRQ, sole representatives in the blue.
Now they're moving in, John. We can see C9. They're over on the western side of the map. They've just been slowly making their way and doing a good job. Obviously, they lost Bayo early. Still working out for them. Now watching Old Boy.
Okay, one of the heavy fraggers for Unique. Look at her try and push on through. LUXxy does get confirmed. That's another point for Old Boy. He's starting it up. Leon making the run. I think Old Boy's going to spot this one too. No, it's Ryzen. They pick up the kill. Bigotron. They've got 3 so far.
We saw Illuminate the Murder go out in 16 just a second ago, and we're already down to 10 teams remaining. All Rejection starting to chime in. This team has got a lot of kills so far.
They're doing pretty well. See if they're able to keep it up. RRQ eliminated as well, out in 10th. As that's, I believe, yet another team getting taken down. It's Entity out in 9th. And with this push being made over open ground, teams are going to start to drop like flies. Stoned, despite winning out that 1 versus 2, will still need to push on through. You can see only 1 player remaining. But check out AGC, 8 kills.
Yeah, they've been doing well despite the heavy rotations they've been having to make. But everyone on this western side is going to start to crunch in. And All Rejection have got a really good hold on this hillside. Let's remember, this team's been taking fights with practically everyone, and they've been able to hold this one down perfectly.
Basically, no one with a full squad. It's only All Rejection with 3 alive. Have a little bit of dominance. C9 really struggling here. Pyra getting chipped away at. All Rejection trying to sneak around the edge of the smoke. The zone does go towards All Rejection as well.
Is he going to take the shot?
I think he knows something's up. Is he going to go for the spray?
He was basically pinpoint on the forehead there.
Oh, they're just going over the top. The razor wire down on the deck, sending it away. But from the sidelines onto Unique, it's Bigotron. LUXxy last player standing for his squad. 5 teams now remain.
Top Esports taking this fight with Unique over a slight slope here. Unique really struggling to make their way in, but All Rejection, they've had really good zone control the majority of this game. Pyra actually went for the res onto Uneven. That's bold. Now he's trying to creep his way out. Did they spot him?
Top Esports are right around the corner as well. If any shots pop off, it'll be sent straight their way. Top Esports, by the way, they've managed to get 7 kills, returning champs. Seems like they're going to have the squad they need. Uneven finds it, gets 1 knock, but gets taken down in the process. And that's C9 eliminated out in 4th place.
It's a bold attempt by C9. They tried to make it work, but now it's Top Esports just cresting over the top of this hill versus All Rejection. This would be a great result for the team reigning from Japan.
See what they can do with it. Top Esports crawling on over. 2 players up and standing with the res coming through for All Rejection. It's so close. Looks like no meds really on board left for a lot of these squads. It's snakes in the grass, but you've got to remember that LUXxy's out in the sidelines. You can see him on the north side. Mightn't be able to get into the next one. He strikes!
This is exactly what we talk about when we mention LUXxy. He is just the long-range killer.
Does everything he needs to. 5 kills now for Bigotron. And actually, he is not in a bad spot now. He is 1 versus 2 versus 2. We've seen these go well for solo players, especially if the 2s fight off against each other.
Yeah, they're bruising one another right now, and LUXxy's loving it as both these teams have to push over towards him. But with this so much terrain here blocking line of sight, it's difficult for LUXxy to really get a bearing on anyone.
Fast rotation now coming in for Top Esports. It looks like All Rejection, though, are going to use this opportunity to crest the mound. I think he might be spotting him in just a second. He's in the foliage. LUXxy, though, this is going to be real tricky for him to stay alive. Oh, my goodness me.
He's basically the 3rd member of Top Esports right now.
He's got the off angle for him. Anyway, 3rd place already guaranteed for all of these teams in a decent game to start it off. But in comes Top Esports. They find 1. They're going in for a 2nd. Oh, he's so low. I don't think he saw the hit marker there. LUXxy comes in. He takes the kill, and now he's in a 1 versus 2. He gets the first one. LUXxy for Bigotron. He could go all the way. Years is low. They go for the fight, and it's LUXxy from underneath. Comes up and takes it home for Bigotron.
The Undertaker himself, LUXxy, positions himself so well. His twin's happy with him too, but this was an insane win for BTR. We knew they could do well in the prelims. They pulled some punches towards the end, but now the boxing